I feel. When it's real, I'm gonna keep it alive. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lift us up where we belong. Where the eagles cry on the mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong. Far from the world we know, up where the clear winds blow. Some hang on to what used to be, live their lives looking behind. All we have is the here and now. All our lives out there to find. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Oh, love lift us up where we belong. Where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong. Far from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Time goes by. No time to cry. Life's you and I, all alive, alive today. Love lift us up where we belong. Eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong. Far from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. From the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Far from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Oh, love lift us up where we belong. Good morning.
Good morning. Wow, that was wonderful. Oh, good morning, Unity of Wichita. I am Pat and I will be your platform leader today. We have with us Alan Russell, who will be our meditations and affirmations. On video, we have Jessica. On sound, we have Brian. On music, we have Huron Bro. And sharing this today's special message is Samantha Jones. Let's give them all a hand. Fantastic. We want to welcome everyone here today. Our greatest desire is that you're inspired by the music, the message, the meditation. You are a blessing to us. Those of you who are here in the sanctuary, thank you for being here. We just are so excited that you're here. If you're at home watching us on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for supporting us. We appreciate you viewing us today. It is wonderful that you are here. How great. It's exciting. And our power of the month is zeal. So zeal is the ability to be enthusiastic, to be passionate, as well as to have the ability to invigorate and motivate ourselves. We all need some zeal. So with that power of zeal, let's say our mission statement together. Inspiring spiritual transformation as a vibrant, diverse, and inclusive community. And with that same power of zeal, let's say our statement of being together. There is only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. Once again, we want to welcome everyone who is joining us here today. We especially want to encourage those of you who are here for the very first time to connect with Sam Jones or Art Handy. If you're here in the sanctuary, if you're at home, give us a call, send us an email. We would love to connect with you more to find out all the exciting things going on here at Unity of Wichita. Unity is a worldwide ministry dedicated to the ongoing awareness of the Spirit within all. We invite you to consider our teachings. If they work for you, fit into your life, wherever you may be on your spiritual journey, keep what works for you and gently release the rest. We will now bless everyone who is watching. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ as you, just as you are. Thank you.
Good morning. As we move into a brief time of prayer, just want to thank you for your prayers for our minister of record, Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck. He's healing up nicely after his hip replacement surgery, and he is definitely on the mend. So continue to hold Reverend Dr. Paul in your prayers, as well as continue to hold Jackie Mull in your prayers. That's Frank Mull's wife. She is recovering very well from the recent stroke that she has, and the doctors are really excited about her progress and her prognosis for recovery. So thank you for those prayers, and continue to hold those lovely folks in prayer. So at this time, we will have a moment of ease and grace. Ease and grace as we allow ourselves to rest in the ever-pervading Spirit. This ever-pervading Spirit that contains the allness of God. The ever-pervading Spirit in which each of us live, move, and have our being. In this sacred moment, in this very moment, we allow our hearts and our minds to connect with the living energy of God. And as we have that heart-mind connection, we are blessed. We allow that energy to open our minds, fill our hearts, know that we are supported, and we know the power of prayer. In this power, we rise in the morning. Through this power, we see ourselves and we see the world. And as we live, we experience this power as we live our lives, as we connect with others. as we do meaningful things, we are never alone, and we are always supported. And we know this through prayer. And in the name, nature, and power of the dynamic Christ that each of us are, each that we are grateful, and together we say, and so it is. Amen.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. My heart goes deeper into my God.
Thank you,
You're on? Beautiful. So this morning, as we begin our affirmations and meditation, we're going to do the affirmations slightly different. Rather than me stating them and then you following, let's all say them together as one. I think it brings more meaning. So join with me. In prayer, I am one with the Christ within. Prayer is the enlivening of the Spirit within me. As I align my thoughts and feelings with divine mind, I am an open channel for Spirit's expression. So as we enter into this time of meditation, I invite you to close your eyes, relax, feeling all the muscles of your body relaxing. Let's take in a deep cleansing breath and release. Breathing in and breathing out in this sacred place. We surrender. We let go. We begin with some words from Charles Fillmore. I am now in the presence of pure being, immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge thy presence and thy power, O blessed Spirit. In thy divine wisdom now erase my mortal limitations, and from thy pure substance of love bring into manifestations my world according to thy perfect law. Just as the sunrise awakens us to a new day, the Spirit of God awakens us to the glory of all creation. We know God's glory is within all things, is everywhere we look, and in every situation we encounter. As we center our hearts in God, we quiet our thoughts. We embrace the miracle of creation and our oneness with it. Let's take another deep breath. Become comfortable and slowly release any worries or concerns. For our only purpose at this moment is to experience God. We feel this presence as we relax in prayer and hold these words in our hearts. We know that this sacred time in communion with God is truly a blessing. We are attuned to the spirit of peace within. A new sense of calm and tranquility unfolds within us, lifting us up and sustaining us at all times. Again, as the sun's rays embrace the earth, Spirit embraces us, guides us, soothes us. And in the light of God, we are awakened in mind and spirit. As we open our mind to God's wisdom, we know all answers will be revealed to us at the perfect time. We release all concerns to God, knowing that Spirit will guide us to wonderful and fulfilling experiences. As we continue in this relaxed state of prayer, our minds are quiet and at peace. Our hearts overflow with the knowledge that God is active within us. We affirm the constant and powerful healing presence of Spirit. As God's divine creation, we know that we were created to live in peace, to experience love, wholeness, and health. We are rejuvenated by this sacred truth. And we are awakened to this spirit of wholeness. We feel the energizing, healing energy of spirit. We are revitalized and filled with a sense of peace. For we know that healing is taking place within us and those that we pray for. Let us now spend a moment in the silence as we deepen our awareness of the presence within. We look to Spirit, that presence within, to supply us with all we need. We are filled with hope and peace. Deep within our hearts, we know that we are being divinely cared for, and we are truly blessed in every aspect of our lives. We give thanks, for we know that God is the source of our good, the eternal source of our supply, and we are grateful. And as we know this to be the truth, and by the name and the nature of the Christ within, let us affirm and say together, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Burrow. Boy, that song just makes my heart swell. And it reminds me of this power of prayer that we have at our fingertips at every moment. So today we're talking about prayer these days. Prayers in this time of cell phones and social media and emails from work and working on vacations and waking up and checking your emails and your text messages. And am I the only person that does that? No. And as we do that, what happens? We get going a lot faster. Everything's moving so fast. We're driving faster on the highway. It feels like Dallas here sometimes. Doesn't it? Gosh, everything's moving faster. And so the question is, when do we find time to pray? When do we find time to pray? So today I'm talking about prayer specifically. And prayer is one of those funny words. It either soothes you or it triggers you. Or it used to soothe you and then it triggered you and now you're back to comfort and soothing. You know, I said that to someone yesterday who was, she doesn't attend church anywhere, and she said, what's the topic tomorrow? She's always dipping her toe in from a distance. And I told her, and she immediately got soured in her face, and she went, when I said prayer. And I said, you know, the thing about prayer is that it lifts us up, it supports us, it heals us, it connects us, all those things. And there are some experiences that I've had myself where I perceived prayer as becoming the allowable gossip. Does anybody know what that is? Pray for brother so-and-so. His family is going through A, B, and C. Pray for these people because, oh goodness, Carol knows what I'm talking about. And so that can put a bad taste in your mouth. And that's exactly what this woman that I was speaking with yesterday said. She said, yeah, when I used to go to church, when I was going through confirmation, I felt really judged because we didn't follow the rules in my family. And they were talking about all the people who didn't follow the rules during prayer. And so she's walking away from this experience and missing out on the beauty and the presence and the soothing comfort and peace that can occur during prayer. As Alan so beautifully put it in his meditation, prayer is often defined as that spiritual communion with God. And in this great little booklet called Unity Speaks, it describes what words mean in unity and New Thought. And the New Thought definition of prayer is the declaration of the truths that you know. These spiritual truths that you know. And it's interesting because we think about all those stories that you hear about prayer changing people, right? It changed a situation. God made this decision and changed this situation. You've heard that before, right? And the thing is that prayer doesn't change what God's going to do. Prayer changes what you're going to do. Prayer changes you and your heart and your action. So today, I am really excited to be talking with you about 3 different kinds of prayer specifically, in hopes that no matter where you are on your prayer journey, that it encourages you to either deepen your awareness, or it encourages you to heal your experience of prayer. So the first is called contemplative prayer. Many of you, I know, are familiar with contemplative prayer. It is the prayer of silence. It is the prayer of moving into the silence, holding space, allowing the communion of that infinite spirit within to be made aware in your conscious mind, right here, right now, everywhere I am. And so when this quote from Exodus is perfect. So you just imagine Moses has gone up the mountainside, and there he is, and he sees this big burning bush, and he hears this voice that says, "Take off your sandals, for you are standing on holy ground, on sacred ground." And Jesus teaches us later that God is within each one of us. God is here present. He says, "I am the Father, and the Father is in me. I am in the Father, and the Father is in me." So everywhere that we are, wherever I am, God is. So every moment that we are walking through this life, we can be in that experience of contemplative prayer. I'll tell you, I have my 6-year-old son who likes to get up very early. Very. And some friends say, "Well, tell him to go back to bed." It doesn't work. And so I don't have that time in the morning like I used to get up and be in this wonderful, centered space of prayer. And I tried bringing him in, bring him into that space. And anybody who knows my sweet, beautiful, rambunctious, wild, independent, and fierce child knows that his prayer looks very different than mine. His is much more kinetic. And so I found that the best time for me to be in contemplative prayer is when I'm driving. Holding that space of silence. And it's amazing that being in prayer, guess what happens to the traffic? It slows down. But again, I have to wonder, is it that the traffic slows down or that I slow down and allow things to move more easily? Richard Rohr is a Franciscan monk who has podcasts and emails that he sends out, as well as written several books. And he defines prayer as sitting in the silence until it silences us, choosing gratitude until we are grateful, and praising God until we ourselves are an act of praise. Are you an act of praise? I know the moments when I am. Do you? Those moments when you know you are radiating the truth of who you are, and everyone around you feels it, experiences it, and knows it. The second type of prayer that I want to explore with you this morning is the prayer of asking. The prayer of asking. So when we ask for things, let's just say a new car. I'm looking for a new car. I need a new car. Mine is a clunker. Man, it almost died on the highway the other day. It's got a rattle here, and it's bumpy back there, and I need a new car. And every single day I wake up and I say, I need a new car. I want a new car. I know exactly what it's going to look like. This is the car that I need. And then I just go about my day and enjoy my new car in my mind. What's the consciousness behind asking for a new car? Anybody know? The lack. I keep asking and asking and asking and asking, and where is the belief that it is going to happen or that it has already been done? We look at what Jesus says in Mark, and he says, so I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it. Excuse me, I am looking at the wrong one. But it applies to that. Believe that you've already received it, and it will be yours. But what we're talking about with asking prayer is that he says, ask and it will be given, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened. All of these have one thing in common: action. That you have made this request and then you are taking an action. Seek is not a passive verb. Seek is an active verb. It's something that you go and do. And so we start looking at our budget. What can I afford? Okay, great. It may not be the new car I thought I wanted, but this is my budget. And then amazingly, what happens is in a couple of days is, oh, wow, there's this great used car. And it's so much better than how are they selling it for that price? I can afford it. And so we start being able to see how, while we hold these things in consciousness, by taking action, we are no longer functioning from lack. We are functioning from a space of knowing that that door will be opened because it already is. There is belief, expectation, faith, and action when we ask for those things. And as we reflect on the fifth unity principle, which is take action, let's look back at the first as, just as it says there on the screen, God cannot do for us more than God can do as us. We are that radiant presence of God moving through this world, and as we hold prayers of asking, we also hold prayers of whatever our underlying consciousness. So if I want a new car, I am grateful, thankful for the service of my old car, and I'm preparing to release it into the world to another great soul for whom it will serve, as I am open and ready to receive my new car. Thank you, thank you. And so it is, right? So, the Dalai Lama says something beautifully, and this is one of my favorite things. He says, I'm skeptical of prayers alone. Prayers alone seeking for something. In this case, for him, he's referring to peace. And he says, we need instead to be enthusiastic and self-confident in taking action. We must be enthusiastic and self-confident in taking action. As we seek, we know. Finally, we move into affirmative prayer. That is the unity favorite, in case you haven't noticed. Affirmative prayer is not telling yourself the fibs that something's already there, that in your mind you know isn't there, and you just keep affirming it anyway, but it's this futile cycle. Does that make sense? You see the cycle of, oh, well, I know I have $1 million in my bank account, and then the other part of your brain is saying, no, you don't. So as we are affirming, in that kind of a situation, we are instantly denying. So what we're talking about with affirmative prayer, and this time we go to Mark. And so I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it and it will be yours. It doesn't say keep begging. It says believe it is there. There's a firm foundation in that statement, isn't there? And all of a sudden, the Dalai Lama's words of enthusiastic and self-confident action take a new hold, and I feel stronger on my feet. And so as I am affirming, I'm shifting my consciousness. It's not about shifting my words, it's about shifting my consciousness, because the words will follow. The words will follow, and we're moving into this beautiful alignment with the divine mind, because that idea of a new car is already there. It's simply that I pluck it from the infinite and start pulling it into my inner consciousness and begin molding and seeing it and creating this image so that when I know it is there, it is mine to receive. So when we do affirmative prayer, we must remember that just as Jesus taught us, we know it's already been given. So we stand firm and tall. In fact, please stand up. Let's stand up. Stand up. And as you're standing, I invite you to just take a notice of your body. Maybe you need to stretch a little bit. I get it. We've been sitting a while. And just spread your feet out just a little bit further. Shoulders up. All right, you ready? Put your hands on your hips. This is scientifically proven to change the physiological function within your body. This changes your mood, this changes your intention, and it changes your results and outcomes. So as we speak affirmations and affirmative prayers, we feel this movement coming from deep within our being that is the knowing that God is everywhere, completely present, even as me, and all that I am seeking is already given. And so please join me in saying, I am whole. Oh, I forgot. Speak with power, intensity, and feeling. You ready? I am whole. I am healthy. I am a vibrant example of God. I am ready. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.
Ooh, I'm ready. Thank you, Samantha Jones. Wasn't she fantastic? Let's give her a hand. Wow. Oh, we are so blessed here at Unity of Wichita by the music, the message, the meditation, and by love. If you are so moved to share a donation or an offering, you can go online to www.unityofwichita.org/donations to give a secure financial gift. You can mail a check directly to the church or bring it by during regular business hours. If you're in the sanctuary, you can leave your check here at the front or the back offering plates. Whatever amount you're guided to give, hold it over your heart and visualize your electronic tithe. And we'll say to our offering blessing together. Divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am grateful. Amen.
Thank you, Patty Yoon. When you're considering your tithe, there are two other options. One is PayPal, which allows us to receive at a very small rate. So our fee is considerably smaller than the donations button that's currently there. So please consider moving into PayPal, where you can connect if you use PayPal, office at unityofwichita.org. Our announcements this week are the Grief Recovery Handbook. We are going to be beginning our third week, and from the looks of this group, we'll be doing it again. So if you were not able to join and you wish that you could, please feel free to keep looking at the calendar. We'll be doing it again in the future. The Kindness Rocks. How many of you have seen the painted rocks that are hidden around the city? Aren't they fun? And people trade them and move them and post them online. And Monday morning and Monday evening, Eleanor Ferris is going to be leading an online, so it's on Zoom, rock painting gathering. You know, I didn't think I would enjoy something like that, being at home alone, doing that. But what I found is that by connecting virtually, I don't have to haul anything. And I can still connect with these lovely beings, because as we know, there is no distance in spirit. And the vision is that these rocks will be placed out here in the garden to continue the intention, the love, and the presence of the Kindness Rock Garden at Unity Village. It's a space for children and adults alike to come and enjoy and be within the Spirit's awareness. Finally, don't forget, next week is Halloween. The day is Halloween. How fun is that? If any of you are really good at makeup, I would hire you to paint a sugar skull. Okay? Just saying, just putting it out there. But if you'd like to dress up, please come and join us, and the kiddos that are here will come in and say hello as well in their costumes. There is a Halloween party for the kids, for the youth department downstairs. So if your grandkids, your nieces and nephews, or your kids at home want to come and take part, please join us. And finally, this afternoon, after church, there is the Unity membership class. Mr. Art Handy is going to be teaching that class today. And if you would like to learn more about Unity, or if you would like to become a member, please join us. You can be here in the building or on Zoom. So we'll see you then. And with that, I'm happy to invite my friend, Mr. Art Handy, to lead us in our prayer of protection.
Thank you all so much for engaging us with the Sunday experience. Those of you who are here, those of you who are online, you all are a part of our spiritual community. So we'll now move into our prayer of protection, and then our musician extraordinaire will lead us in the singing of the peace song. So let us affirm the prayer together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Son, circles meant to be with God as our Let us walk with each other. Speak on.